whenever you hear, regulation and government intervention, you think, whoa, is that going to be a positive or negative? Well, when you see things like Steve Cohen, the billionaire, now investing in new cryptocurrency in a trading firm, and you just see more and more staid Wall Street firms that are opening divisions, and even countries. Okay, it's El Salvador, but it's still a country that's using it as legal tender. All these things seem to indicate we're here to stay. Now we just have to figure out what the regulatory framework looks like to protect investors. Isn't this all positive, Kavita?
Super positive, but I am actually very surprised not surprised that what he said yesterday, Gary Gensler, but what I was really actually surprised is we are quoting about this is wrong. Those are some of the securities are supposed to be securities trading. They should not be trading. But why are we not really going and saying, this is the regulation, this is how it should be treated? Nobody in the space is saying, hey, we don't want to follow, or we're gonna be having an issue with following. We want to. So my biggest question out here is, instead of saying DeFi is producing this much earn or this much market cap or Bitcoin disappeared, why don't we just say this is the way to do the business and these are the regulations?
What would you, if you could advise the SEC chairman, Perry, how would you like to see this done? What is to satisfy all the constituents here?
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. We need clear and predictable guidance. Chair Gensler has stated multiple times that he believes the law is clear. That is not true. We represent over 200 businesses that are innovating with digital assets at the Chamber of Digital Commerce. And I have yet to have one company say, yeah, we understand what the rules to the road are. In addition to that, we represent about 40 different law firms that are practicing in this space, former SEC officials in these firms advising companies who also say the rules to the road are not clear. And at the end of the day, there is a brain drain. This is the most innovative and fastest growing industry in the world today, and we are driving that overseas. And that really needs to be taken into account in the public policy process. What is the opportunity of losing business due to not having clear and predictable regulations? And it's not just me that's saying this. Commissioner Peirce, who's also an SEC commissioner, has stated this over and over again. She's put forward a safe harbor for digital tokens. The SEC has not taken it up for rulemaking. We urge them to do that. And then there's about 30 different members of Congress over the past 4 years, this isn't a new issue, have either sponsored or co-sponsored legislation to fix this issue. There's about a half a dozen pieces of legislation that looks to clarify when a token is a security. There's HR 1602, the Eliminate Barriers to Innovation Act, Congressman Tom Emmer's Securities Clarity Act, the Token Taxonomy Act. Again, we need clear rules to the road now.
Yeah. But I think from a product side, right, and from the technology side, let's also break it down. I'm comparing it to a modem. They are saying every agent, which is directly custodial or non-custodial related in this space, has to be taxed. This is like saying every router and every modem needs to have a fee if there is an internet associated with it. It just doesn't even make sense with respect to basic. What if I'm a miner, I'm a validator, I don't even hold your crypto. I have no idea whose crypto it is. So being a router or being a modem in your house, how do I get taxed?
Yeah, Kavita, here's another one. So, and I think a lot of this is about a power grab for the SEC. At the end of the day, this is politics. And we keep hearing saying these products.
Is it SEC or is it CFTC? Because I'm also very confused. They keep on going on Twitter and asking who has the real authority over some of the things CFTC commissioner talking about.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, a lot of these products are retail products, especially in the stablecoin market. And if we take all of these products and define them as securities, pull them within the SEC's jurisdiction, there's actually going to be less consumer financial protection. The SEC is not a consumer regulator. You have the CFPB, you have state regulators that are really the experts and who have the teams to oversee consumer protections. That's not the SEC's role. And again. I think a lot of those statements yesterday were about trying to expand the power at the SEC, and we really need to think about how that it could impact consumers before we do that.
Well, yeah, and I think going back to your question of if I have to say three things which if I can advise, one would be having every node, every uncustodian wallet in the space for taxing doesn't make sense. Second thing I would add on the top of it, if USDT or any stable coin is supposed to be a commodity, is supposed to be an asset, just come out and build a rule around it. And the DeFi industry is so agile, it will work it out, figure out stable coins. And the third and the last important thing is I personally think that just taking out Coinbase as an example, because a really strong CEO has a mind of his own to come out on Twitter, and they're just having them underlining doesn't make sense. The whole DeFi world is $1 trillion economy already. Then why are you only bringing out one exchange, which is publicly traded?